What's going on, brothers? Welcome back to the War on Masculinity podcast, an apocalyptic podcast. I'm your host, Brother Yahusef. How y'all doing today? Hopefully everybody's well. If you haven't caught my last episodes, make sure you watch my introduction video and make sure you watch episode 1 and 2. So if you're just picking up from this episode, make sure you go watch my previous episode so you can be caught up with the dialogue. And make sure right now, if you're new to this channel, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that red button and make sure you hit the bell as well so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And let's go ahead and get to cooking, brothers. So this video is a subscriber request video by Judah7. Shout out to Judah7 for this video topic. Judah7's question was how to operate as a king, and what does it mean when to operate what does it mean to give women something to submit to? What does it mean to be that type of man to give women something to submit to? Because that's what they ask for. They say, we need somebody to submit to, right? So shout out to you, Judah7, for this video topic. Okay, so first of all, what does it mean to operate as a king? The first thing that needs to be understood is every man is not a king. This needs to be understood, brothers, and it's vital for you to understand the rest of this video, okay? Every man is not a king, okay? When you look at any civilization around the world, there's only a handful of kings. There's only been a handful of kings in all of creation. So don't get it twisted, brothers. Everybody's not a king, and that's okay, because to have a free-flowing society, you need all different levels of people, and there's only very few, which really one king to each dynasty. So understand that you're not a king in your day-to-day life necessarily. You might be. It might be you, bro. It might just be you, bro. But 9 out of 10, bro, it's not. But it's okay though. Don't let don't use it to have this false sense of identity. Don't use it to have this false sense of self-worth and self-image. But furthermore, a man is a king in his own house. Every man is a king in his own house, in his own domain. That is his small microcosm of a kingdom. So that needs to be understood first. You're not a king in the world, so don't go around here trying to boss people around because you think that you're a king, but you are a king in your own house, which means that you create the dynamic, you create the rules, you create your dynasty, and you have the autonomy to dictate it how you choose as a man. That is your right, okay? From Adam, you know? Okay, so let's look it up. Okay, hold on just a second, brothers. Well, I'm gonna type in king on Google. Okay, so king definition, it says a male ruler. Okay, let me do this so y'all can hear me. A male ruler of an independent state, especially one who inherits the position by right of birth. So that's what it means to be a king. You're a ruler of an independent state. Your independent state in your household is your family, obviously. And your first subject is your wife, biblically, okay? Especially one who inherits the position by right of birth, which you inherited from Adam, okay? Being the first man. So, okay, check this out, brothers. To be a king, what does a king do in a society? He makes the laws. A lot of brothers don't understand that in this generation. You make the laws in your own household. Whatever goes in your own household, you dictate that. You govern that. A lot of men don't have the strength to set that up in their own house because these strong-willed women out here aren't going to get down with it very easily. So you want to be a king, you got to have that type of energy. A lot of brothers not prepared for that. Y'all not prepared for the flack that you're going to get by operating like a king. And there's going to be a lot of women that's going to pass you up. Welcome to alphahood. It's going to be a lot of women that's going to actually pass you up simply because you have certain standards and rules for your household, and they hadn't been used to seeing that really. The majority of women in our generation haven't been raised even with a man in their household, let alone their boyfriend slash husband. You know what I'm saying? They're not used to that masculine energy in their household. So to be a king, you have to know how to govern. You got to have people that respect you enough to basically come up under your rulership, because the subjects under the king in any kingdom, they willingly serve the king and they put their life on the line for him, which goes into my second portion. What does it mean to to be the type of man that a woman wants to submit to? What does that mean? Which means basically you're set up. The things that you have, the productivity of a man is typically what gives him the respect to be able to dictate his own situation. So you can't be some brother out here, no shade, out here flipping fries at McDonald's and all that, flipping burgers and stuff on the grill, and think you just finna be running out here telling these women every which thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna really happen like that, because they're gonna be looking like, you don't even look like you don't even look like you're leading yourself nowhere. Where you gonna lead me? First thing that a man needs to have is vision. Vision of where he's going and where he can lead somebody else. He first of all needs to be going somewhere himself. Okay? He got to know where he's going. Like a king needs to know the vision for his dynasty to keep it functioning. A king had a vital role. It wasn't that he was just this rich guy that just was bossing people around. No, he had a vital role to dictate a whole entire society by himself and make wise decisions to keep his dynasty flowing. Can you do that for your household though? It's very, very much an accountability situation on a man, because the king had all the resources, but the thing about it is things were distributed in his society to where majority of people had things and there was people who didn't have things, but even he had to make the rights up upon that. So you have to know how to divvy up a household in order to operate like a king. So first of all, you need to have a household in order, like a king is in a kingdom. A lot of times people inherit kingdoms, but if you weren't that fortunate to inherit a kingdom, brother, you're just going to simply have to create your own. So what I would recommend to any brother is to have his own. Have your own kingdom, or have your own at least little plot of land in a house or something. So when you have a woman, she sees, okay, this man, he has something. He has his own house, he has his own land, he has his own things. If I choose to deal with this brother, I respect that. I respect that because I know he busted his ass to get that. Or even if he inherited it, it's his. So in order for me to go in here and operate in my true femininity, which is to be able to lodge there and do the necessary things that a woman does in a domesticated situation, then she knows that she's got to be on point because you're affording her a lifestyle. Okay? So have your own things. That's number one. Okay? Number two is have knowledge. Have knowledge of things that you can teach a woman about the things that you want to go on in your household. If you letting her lead the way the whole way, it's just not gonna work, bruh. And one thing I know about women, the energy that you meet her with, that's going to be the energy that she requires you to maintain in order to keep her there. You can't, like, this whole notion of growing together and all of this stuff is bullshit. I'm just going to say it plain. It's bullshit. It's not that growing together notion. Women, 9 out of 10, women is not going to grow with you. They want you to be who you're going to be. And now they might grow, and that's a whole different story, because men, we don't necessarily operate like them. But if there's any fluctuation in your character during the duration of time that y'all are together, 9 times out of 10, she's going to be like, y'all grew apart. And she's going to leave you. And that's fine, but I'm just saying, make sure you're consistent. Okay? Have things. Know things. Be consistent. Who you are is who you're going to be. Now, granted, you are going to grow, but it's going to have to be better. You can't backtrack. You can't go be less than what you start out with. It just doesn't work like that for a man, okay? So, these are giving women things to respect. Being a man that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? A man that looks like that he can protect her. Work out. Be in the gym. Take care of your health. You know what I'm saying? Like, look like you can defend a family. Be able to defend a family. These are things that show respect. Have stuff, have resources. Be able to take care of your whole situation without her. Now, she might help. Maybe she does. But you need to be able to take care of a family of 5 by yourself before you even have one. Acquire things that you can hand down to the next generation that can't nobody snatch out of your hand. Things that are yours. These are things that women will respect, and that's what they'll submit to. This man has things with me or without me. That's why I said in my last video that you gotta have leverage over a woman. These are the type of things that you need to have. Knowledge. A domain to live. Being able to support your lifestyle. Food. Wealth. Being able to do things. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're the type of man that she feels like, regardless to if she's there or not, then you gonna still be okay, she's gonna respect you. That's just the honest truth. Now, if she feel like she's affording you something and she's helping you and she's propping you up, she's not gonna respect you, bro. That's why moving in with a woman is one of the worst things that you can do as a man, but it is what it is. So hopefully that answers your question, Judah 7. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And like I said, we got plenty more coming. And this is episode 3. This is Brother Yehusef checking out. Y'all have a wonderful day, brothers. Peace.